Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving right into a daily headache I know you're all too familiar with, the everyday structural friction of teaching secondary school using Brightspace. I mean, honestly, if you've ever felt like your learning management system is actively working against your morning routine, well, you are absolutely not alone. So let's just name the core problem right off the bat. Why do missing work tools assume you only teach one class? It's like most edtech tools are built for this fantasy classroom, right? They act like you have one tidy little roster of students who all turn their assignments in at the exact same time. But as any secondary teacher knows, that fantasy is literally the opposite of how the job actually works. We really need to look at how secondary teaching actually works compared to what the software expects. So let's get into section 1, the one class myth, the edtech assumption versus the secondary reality. The disconnect here is just glaring. On one hand, you have the edtech assumption, one class, one due date. But your secondary reality, you aren't managing just one roster. You're juggling 4 distinct preps and over 120 students, all within a Brightspace gradebook that frankly hides the gaps. It tells you everything except what you actually need to do about it because the data is buried across dozens of different assignment and quiz pages. And the result of all that buried data is a super painful daily choice. 30 minutes, you can either spend 30 minutes of your precious, already too short prep time manually clicking and auditing each gradebook page one by one, building this massive sticky note list of who's behind, or you just give up and hope your students catch up on their own. And let's be real, neither of those is a sustainable option. So we desperately need a systemic solution designed specifically for this multi-class chaos, which brings us to section 2. Meet your watch list, the antidote to dark space. Enter ClassWatcher. This is a browser tool built exactly for this specific situation. It acts as an intelligent layer right on top of Brightspace that instantly highlights missing work. And honestly, the absolute best part, it operates entirely in your browser, reading only what you see on your screen. That means there is zero IT department setup required. None. It is pure relief. The whole system revolves around this one powerful concept, the watch list. Basically, it's a saved, customized collection of Brightspace assignments and quizzes that you actually want to monitor. You just create a watch list for each class, saving those specific Brightspace assignment drop boxes, quizzes, and even embedded Google assignments you need to keep tabs on. And once your list is set up, the friction is just completely eliminated. Opening those pages or hitting Update Now shows you instantly who is missing that item. Think about it. No digging through menus, no tab switching, no manual cross-referencing. It just sweeps through your saved pages and delivers the exact data you need, right there on one screen. Let's look at how this builds into your actual routine. Moving on to section 3, Monday morning in 3 minutes, a scenario that actually works. Okay, picture this. You have grade 10 English, grade 11 English, grade 10 media, and a spare. It's Monday morning before first period. Instead of frantically clicking through Brightspace, you just open ClassWatcher. You check your 4 distinct watch lists, and in under 3 minutes, you have a crystal clear, color-coded picture of exactly who's behind across all 120 students. You spot 2 kids who are slipping, and using the built-in messaging console, you fire off 2 preset texts directly to their parents before the bell even rings. Now, what's really a game changer here is that watch lists persist and grow with your courses. You don't have to rebuild these lists every single week. As the semester progresses and new assignments get added, you just click to add them to your list. The system grows with your courses instead of constantly fighting against them. Ultimately, we need to reframe the real value proposition here. So here is section 4, a system that fits, reframing the payoff. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about working faster or saving a few clicks. It's about structural alignment. It's about finally having a system that matches the undeniable reality of secondary teaching. We're talking multiple classes, dozens of students, and literally never, ever enough time. I think this quote from an Ontario secondary school beta tester perfectly captures that exact relief. They said, "I used to spend 20 minutes before every class manually checking who submitted. Now I glance at ClassWatcher, spot the red tiles, and send a quick text before the bell rings." It takes that pure administrative frustration and converts it into immediate action, right from your own desk. So the final question I really want to leave you with today is this. What will you do with your time when your missing work check takes seconds instead of hours? Are you ready to stop fighting your Brightspace gradebook and actually start reclaiming your prep time? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I really hope this helps you take back your mornings.